Welcome back to the channel, guys. As you can see from the title of the video, today's video is a bit of a different one, but stay tuned. I feel like you're gonna enjoy it, so let's get straight into it. So, as you may or may not know, I've recently been in a Netflix TV show as an extra. Now, obviously, if you know me, you know I'm not an actor, so you might be wondering, how did you manage to get that? While it wasn't a main role, I was casted as an extra. Obviously, it's not every day you hear someone, being casted as an extra, especially like someone like me. So today I'm going to be telling you the story of how it all happened, the ups, the downs, all of that good stuff. So let's get into it. To start off with, I need to provide some context. A while ago, many years ago, right? If you know me, yeah, you know that I love Star Wars. You just know that. I am a massive Star Wars fan. I remember I must have been maybe 18, sixth form. When I was in sixth form, around that kind of time, I started thinking you know what? I really would want to be a stormtrooper or something, you know what I mean? Just be involved in the Star Wars universe. I was like, I would actually be down to do that. I imagine I was a stormtrooper and they gave me the costume and I'm shooting people and falling. I was like, I could do that. So cool. What do you do when you have this kind of idea in your head? You go on Google and you're like, how to be in Star Wars. So after searching around a little bit, not really finding much, I found this website called Backstage, right? Now, Backstage, they were saying, oh yeah, we cast for, Disney, this and that, Star Wars, everything, sign up now and da-da-da-da. I was like, you guys got me. So I start signing up and everything, putting all my details. And then these guys they say, they show me the subscription price. And I'm like, oh, it's like that. And obviously at the time, I'm in sixth form. I wasn't serious about this. I was just kind of, I like Star Wars. So I was like, you know what? I'm a pass for now. But what happened was, because I put my email into the system, they actually send me emails every day. So they'd send me random emails 20 recommended whatever near you. And they just send that every day. And at the start I was like, oh, okay, these look quite cool. But a lot of them, they were either really far, in America, or I just didn't fit the description. So after a while, I just kind of stopped looking at the emails. So what then happened was last year, around, I think it must have been around July. Towards the end of July, I was just looking through my emails. It's the summer holidays. I've been working and stuff. I've done whatever. And then I come across an email from them. And honestly, hand on heart, I've been getting emails from them consistently for a while. Not been looking at most of them. But this one email, I don't know, there wasn't much of a conscious thought. I kind of just, I'm just like, oh, let me press it. And I pressed it, right? And that moment of me pressing onto an email changed my life. I open the email, and what do I see? Sex education, open casting call. And I was like, I know this show. I like this show. And then, obviously, I'm now I'm intrigued. I'm like, oh my God, I like this show. I know this show. So then, I'm looking into it. And the poster was all acting, no acting experience needed. Everyone welcome. Ages 18 to 30. I was like, I'm ticking some of these boxes. I was like, yo, I don't think I'm going to get it. But, I'm going to try. So, from Birmingham, travelled down to Bristol. Long-ass journey, right? Then I get to Bristol. Guess what? The queue has literally, surrounded the whole building. Imagine a big-ass building, and the queue is just all around it. Someone I actually ended up meeting on set, she does TikToks. She actually did a TikTok for when she went. So maybe I'm going to put a clip of it here so you can see the kind of queue I'm talking about. So the queue was mad. It was mental, right? So I must have got there afternoonish or something, like a few hours after the earliest you could be there. And then obviously we join the back of the queue. After about 30 minutes of waiting, some guy comes up and he's like, guys, listen up, listen up. All you guys at the back, including me, sorry, you're not going to be seen today. Da 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 da. Whatever, whatever. And then he was basically saying, don't worry, just apply online. We'll look at everyone. And I was like, huh? Apply online? I travelled all this way for what then? But I was like, whatever. I kind of just end up spending the day in Bristol, exploring around, whatever. I do the online thing, set up my profile, whatever. Put a couple random pictures on there because it's kind of like, it's a website where they just ask you for all your information, like your height, pictures, like measurements, all that stuff. So I put all that there, and then kind of, I kind of just not forgot about it, but I was like, okay, yeah, obviously it's not going to happen, right? Done all that. I'm at home. Now, one random day, I must have got an email now. It must have said something like, congrats, da-da-da-da, you've been selected, da-da-da, what's your availability? And then imagine, so if this is the start of August, imagine from like mid-August all the way to September, a bunch of dates, like loads of dates. And then just like, which ones can you do? Cool. I start going through, ticking some. I'm like, I'm kind of busy there, but I can be not busy. I mean, what the hell? These guys have just said yes to me. Like, why? I was like, hey, let me not ask questions, bro. Let me just go with the flow. Cool. I'm going with the flow. And I put all my days, everything, boom, send it off. Now, a few days later, after I'd put in all my availability days, all the days I'm free, I get an email. The email must have said something like, you've been penciled for Thursday and Friday. Obviously, I'm completely new to this game, right? I have no idea what penciled means. I'm just like, you've given me 2 dates. I'm guessing I'm going to be working. Cool. That's insane. What the hell? I'm going to be on set for sex education. Mental. Cool. But, little problem. Obviously, the casting call was in Bristol, but most of the filming was actually done in Wales, like South Wales. So now I'm like, okay, this is a bit of a journey, So I start looking at like accommodation because the only way I would have been able to do the 2 days is if I'd found somewhere to stay locally and then sort of commute from there. So obviously I go on whatever, booking.com, start looking around, book something, cool. I put down the deposit, non-refundable by the way. But it's fine because I got the email. I think actually it didn't just say penciled. I think it said heavy penciled. So in my mind, I'm thinking, well, if you guys have heavy penciled me, there must be a light pencil. And a light pencil probably means you're not going to get it. And heavy pencil probably means you basically got it. So I'm thinking, I'm cool, I'm chilling. I'm going to be there. Cool. I booked everything. I'm relaxed. I've got my trains booked, accommodation booked. I'm thinking, cool. A couple of days go by. I get slapped with this email. Hi, Jesse. Unfortunately, you've been released for both the days. I was like I actually remember reading it, and I was just silent. I looked at it and I was like, what? Like, I was like dumbfounded. I was like, what? How have I been released? Like, you guys told me to, and I'm just like, yo, I can't just say nah. I can't just go to the accommodation just to be in Wales. Like, no offense to Wales, yeah, but I'm not trying to be in Wales for no reason. Like, what the hell? So I'm like, you know what? Let me just try and call them. Like, worst scenario, they're going to say there's nothing we can do, whatever. At least I tried. So I phone them up. Boo. Hi, yeah, basically, I've got like accommodation booked, but like you guys just released me. Like, is there anything you could maybe do? And they were like, oh, did you get confirmed? And I was like, I thought I did. Like, I got the email that said heavy pencil. And they're like, oh, no, pencil doesn't mean you're confirmed. I was like, oh. It just means like your name is kind of there. Like, you know what? As soon as she said it, yeah, my brain was like, you know what? When you write in pencil, you can actually rub it out. So I was like, it kind of makes sense, like when you write in pencil, you can rub it out. And that's what they did with me. But anyway, cool. So she's saying, yeah, that doesn't mean you're confirmed, but let me see what I can do. You know, she's been very reasonable. I was like, thank you so much. And then obviously she went away for a bit, came back, and she was like, okay, we can get you in for Thursday, but you're not coming for Friday. I was like, yep, that's fine. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. I was like, yeah. That's calm. One day is enough. At least I have a reason to be there and not like that would have been so dead. Imagine I just have a place in Wales and I can't even do anything. Cool, that happened. Now we go, and wow, what a day. Actually, I think I remember when I touched Wales that day and I started like vlogging on my phone. I don't know what was going through my head. I was like, yo, I'm in Wales. Out here in the dungeon, get me. This place is not fun for real. Out here in the dungeon. Obviously we went to Wales, we filmed, it was great. People I met there, just good, atmosphere good. I remember the night before I went to set, right, on my first day, I was watching Sex Ed in my room, right, watching it. Next morning, I'm on set and I'm seeing the actors in real life. I'm like, wow, this is surreal. Once I got booked that one time, and obviously, you know, they had all my availability and stuff, they started like sending me through way more bookings, sending me like more availability, like requests and stuff. And I was like, okay, we really here. So obviously once we were there and, you know, things have progressed and storylines starting to, you know, come together, we had the chance to actually audition for lines. So we'd get sent self-tape requests, and then we'd have to, you know, record a self-tape with the script that they've sent us, and then they'd pick whoever they like to do the lines. Obviously, I got blessed, got given some lines, like 2 of them actually made a final cut. I was like, oh my God, I see myself on screen, that's mad.
We have a sex therapist already.
Ta-da! We have a sex therapist already.
I know you do.
Just bread.
Just bread.
Ooh.
Thanks.
Just bread.
Just bread.
But if you want to know the actual full story, because there's actually a story of how I actually got the line, if you want me to go into that, I will, gladly. Great story. But yes, it's a nice little job, nice little, I would definitely recommend if anyone's interested. Like, you don't even have to be into acting, you don't even have to be anything, you just have to be a person. Which I'm sure you are if you're watching this. If you're not, then, I mean, you could be like a dog or something, but you could not understand me if you're a dog. So if you can understand me and you're watching me right now, you're probably a person. So if you want to get involved, I would say do it. If you need, like, if you have any questions or anything like that, you can just shoot me a DM. My IG is on the screen, hopefully. Thank you very much, guys, for tuning in once again. Thank you to my 39 subscribers. If you haven't subscribed yet, please go and subscribe right now. Hit the like button. Comment down below what you like, what you thought of the video. If you want to see anything else, there should be more camp content coming soon too. So stay tuned for that as well. Peace.